So, my latest Soul video has been doing pretty well, at least for my channel standards. So, we've got another one. This is how Soul fits into the Pixar theory. So, I'm going to split this into three parts: Earth, the Great Beyond, and the Great Before. Let's start with Earth. In the Earth section, I'm going to talk about where it fits, where Soul fits in the timeline of the Pixar theory. Now, it's not really specified, but I would say it's probably around 2020, the year it was released. Somewhere around that, considering like the technology that people were using. It seemed like around that time. Now let's talk about the Great Before. I think that those little like Earth badge things that they have are actually like really important, and I'll explain why. So the Earth badges is what gets the souls to go to Earth. So on the Earth badges, they have like little smaller badges that they get, and I believe those are personality traits. Now let's look at some proof that those little small badges on the Earth badge is personality traits. So when Joe was going into the mentoring program, there was a little presentation where a few of the souls talked about their personality traits, and then they kind of sort of closed up on the badge. Let's talk about the first soul that says she was an agreeable skeptic who's cautious yet flamboyant, and here is her badge. So in the middle, we've got that like little shaking hand thing, which I think would be agreeable because, it's agreeing with people. And then we have the little breeze thing and the horse. Okay, so this is me when I'm editing the video, and when I said the breeze thing, it's actually a snail. So I think that's actually cautious because, it's like going slow, making sure everything's going fine. So it's going slow, just cautious. So yeah. Which I think would be flamboyant because like horses have that flamboyant feeling. And then we have the little hand coming out, which I think is skeptic is like, stop, wait, maybe that's not true, skepticism. And then we have that little like megaphone thing, which is cautious. So, it's like pointing out something that could go wrong because they're cautious. Now let's talk about the spark. I think the spark has a lot to do with Inside Out and connects Soul and Inside Out, because when souls are trying to get their spark, they look at different like talents and things that those souls might like. But as we learn later in the movie, that's not their purpose. So I think the purpose of this is that often there's things that people are passionate about, and that is what brings out the most emotion in them. So when these souls are seeing these things that they feel passionate about, that brings out their emotions. And I also think that this connects to memory, which, as you may know, is very important in the Pixar theory. A lot of Pixar movies have to do with memory. For example, in The Incredibles, Mr. Incredible is scared that people are, or more like Bob Parr, is scared that he's gonna be forgotten because he can't be Mr. Incredible anymore. Coco, literally, if no one on Earth remembers you, and you're in the land of the dead, you just fade away. So why I say this is connected to memory is because if you've seen Inside Out, you see that the little memory orbs have emotions. So as the soul's emotions are sparked out of them, they can also have memories, which are fueled by or have those emotions connected to them. Now let's talk about the Great Beyond. So in Soul, Joe didn't want to die because he didn't want his whole life just to be remembered by the failure he was, where he just was pretty boring person, and he thought that he didn't have any point to his life, so that's why he didn't want to die. But then later on in the movie, he learns that just because he didn't do something great like become a musician like he always dreamed of, doesn't mean that his life is pointless. There can still be meaning to your life. And that shows that, like, to be remembered by people, you don't have to do something amazing in the grand scheme of things for a bunch of people. You just have to live every second of it, as Joe said in the end of the movie, because that's what he learned. And why I've been talking about memory is because, as I said before in the video, memory is very important in the Pixar theory, because memory has been explored in like pretty much every Pixar movie. So I think that when people die, they fade away when they get forgotten by everyone on Earth, like it happens in Coco. But I don't think that everyone, when they die, they go to the land of the dead, because when we were like in Coco, we only saw like Mexican people in the land of the dead. So I think for other people, they go to like a different, I guess, part of the great beyond. Like the land of the dead is just one part, and then there's these other parts of the great beyond. But that part's not important. What's important is that I think that if you get forgotten on Earth, you're still gonna fade away no matter what part of the great beyond you're in. So that's the end of the video. If you liked it, you can give it a like and subscribe for more content like this, and comment in the comment section down below any video ideas you have, or if you agree on what I've been saying in this video. So yeah, bye.